Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be the fourth session for D&D, and this one is pretty fantastic, if I don't say so myself. We have a rather diverse and large cast this time around, with 9 players, I believe, joining us, which is quite a lot, which means we have to try to speed up combat in different ways, and we're doing a lot of dialogue today. A lot of me talking to myself as I look over this recording. It's very interesting. I'd like to thank my shower for giving me this ability to talk to myself, and I would also like to thank that one argument that I could have won back in freshman year of high school, and the one I think about all the time, and can most definitely answer back now. If this ever situation ever came back, I would answer that argument perfectly, and I would have won. But yeah, overall, we have one new player that is relatively new to D&D, and that's fantastic. He's one of Joey's friends, and it's always fun to see what a new player in D&D tries to come up with and tries to see what they can get away with specifically. And it's a little refreshing, as the rest of the players, even if they have not played, this is their first D&D campaign with me, have usually played with campaigns with other people, and the majority of the players are seasoned veterans playing through some of my campaigns either in real life or have played in my campaign, my Roll20 campaign that I did not record. But I hope you guys enjoy this session. We have quite a treat at the end of this one. It seems that interrogations tend to bring out a lot of fun role-playing moments, and overall, enjoy.
Dylan is the ozone cannon.
Yes.
Oh, we are so dimmed.
I fucking drank as soon as you said that. Can I have dark vision through the ozone layer?
Can I
Can we speed up global warming by 1,000 years?
Guys, I'm going to create a new spell. What to do? It creates methane.
I will destroy the ozone layer with my methane magic.
We'll just fill up this cave with it.
You get the build out of it.
The greatest villain of all time is just a cow farmer.
It is, dude. They totally are, bro.
No, he's like the Minecraft cow farmer where they're all like one by one, they're just right beside each
Oh,
other.
no, like it's like the literal just all in one single block, just
Yeah.
colliding with each
Yes,
other.
my minions produce methane.
Produce it for me,
Wouldn't it
please.
be more
I
like a
beg
pig
of you.
farm? Who creates more?
I think cows produce more methane.
Yeah, I think cows are
Yeah.
like 70%, aren't they?
They're running any farmers. They're now known as methane men.
Methane.
Cows are super
Yeah, man.
weird. They have like this methane buildup in between there. I think it's like their gut or something. No, it's right. I can't tell you
It's
exactly.
in between like all their stomachs, I think, right?
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
gotta get like this, you gotta bleed it basically. Kind of
Oh,
wild.
Wait, does
What's
anyone
the
know where a methane man is? I need to get some meat.
Methane man? Yeah,
No,
he's
that's the
down
butcher, okay? That's after the methane man.
So the
Ah,
methane
okay, yeah,
man
my
goes
bad.
in, then the butcher slaughters them and then sells them.
So,
There was some in
is
my
there a
backyard.
magic spell that can create methane?
Good.
Just asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Mhm.
Asking for a friend. Can I have some methane?
So,
Is there a
I just want you to
magical
know
spell
that when I
can
started
place
recording, like, the first thing that came up is the ozone layer cannon. When I hit the record button.
Hell to the yeah.
So you're
Alright.
telling me that the ozone layer is canon?
So you're
Sure.
telling me this shrimp.
Well, okay, so in D&D logic, UV is canon because, like, that's the difference between radiant damage and fire damage.
Okay.
If you do radiant
Oh.
damage, it has UV. If it's
Alright.
not, it's just,
So
heat.
what you're saying is if we do this enough,
So since radiant
Give
damage
someone
is
skin
canon,
cancer,
the ozone,
let's
yeah.
go.
I just
I'm gonna kill
So
you.
I roll a
painfully slow.
D300 to see if the person starts developing malignant
Quick,
tumors.
conjuration mage, cast SPF 400.
Quickly, he may get cancer in the next 6 to 8 months.
I may have lost the battle, but I won the war.
I'm trying to
I may be
disappear.
lying dead, but he's the one who has irreversible cancer.
Oh man, next D&D village you come by, everyone's gonna be dying of cancer. It's like I'm gonna be like it's a plague. No, they just don't wear sunscreen.
Hey, bro, they haven't invented sunscreen yet, bro. Calm down.
Like,
I'm
oh,
about
it's a
to-
plague where they get red skin.
Where's the nearest? Do they have a cow farm nearby? All right, you start.
All right, I think we'll be starting. All right, roll call. Storm.
Yes.
All right,
In our
Raptor, I heard him. Nick, I heard
Hello.
him.
I like your music.
Joey is
Joey.
here. I see him. and so will YouTube. Jaren,
Jawohl.
Jacob, I heard. Gabo, I heard. Paul, I heard.
Maybe I left.
Paul is playing old school RuneScape. All right.
Wait, really? Oh, nice.
You guys were taking a little too long, so I had to finish crafting something.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
guys, let's play D&D.
Why is-
Oh
Why
god.
is it pink?
No, we can't
I
have
like
this.
what you've done with the place.
I literally had that flashbang my fucking eyes. It's like playing Counter-Strike again. I don't like this.
How close are you to your monitor?
Like,
A foot.
I don't know, like maybe like a couple feet.
I'm like 3, maybe 2?
But I have like
Maybe 2.
I'm like
Yeah,
5.
too.
I'd say about 5 or 4.
5 feet.
How bright is it?
You guys have that many
pretty
feet?
bright.
Holy shit, I only have 2.
Yeah, goddamn
Bro.
Europeans and their meters.
Next you'll say you have 3 stomachs like fucking cows.
Nah, no.
Hey,
Actually,
at the
it's
bottom
yeah,
of your feet meters.
your soul. Wait, what?
Alrighty.
He has feet, so he has to measure by feet.
No.
Well, they do the metric
Well,
system.
the
They're-
Europeans
they're
use the
heathens.
meters.
You're heathens.
Oh,
Well,
Yes, the rest of the world-
Stormrunner's English, so he
Well,
uses
they
okay.
use a bit of everything because they are weird.
We also use everything in medical.
Yeah. Everything.
Alrighty,
Alrighty.
boys.
Okay.
So, at last we left our heroes, we had an interesting adventure at which a goblin war chief was crowned. Now, after a short journey back to the city, oh, not the city, but the village of Rudius, you guys partook in some downtime. Now, for those of you, I think the only person that didn't take any downtime here was Joey. Everybody else did downtime here.
I didn't take it. Either.
Oh, but you at least you looked at it and you were just like, hey, I want to train. Nick Wyatt asks Repo, like, hey, can you teach me how to breathe underwater?
Oh yeah, that went over well.
Aqua boy.
Aqua boy. Oh god.
The conversation went someone like this: hey, can you teach my lungs how to breathe underwater? Do you have gills? No. And that's how it
This
went.
is an issue.
And
Long
then it
story
went-
short, I can breathe underwater.
And yeah, after arduous hours of training and becoming Tom Cruise, you can now breathe underwater.
Oh,
Yep.
nice. Glad to hear that.
So,
Did he really?
no.
No.
You became a lizard man.
He's
Test failed successfully.
The government was correct all
got the
along.
aquatic trait.
If anything,
Oh, no, not the aquatic trait.
It's impossible for you to get swamp foot. Congratulations.
so as you guys come back to the village, and let me make sure all the tokens are correct, that I'm not showing anything that I'm not supposed to be showing. All right.
So you're gonna show it all.
Whoa. All right, the music's kind of loud.
Anyways.
I don't want the music to be too loud, so I'm gonna make it. But you guys come back to the village to a very calm manner. Everything seems to be okay, even though obviously you know the strife that's happening back in the city of Lionsguard. And as you come back, you see a familiar face. Let me get the token. Oh my goodness, where do I go? I had his
It's
token.
Morgan Freeman.
My token! It disappeared! Okay, let me just get my...
Where'd it go? I'm so sad.
Reinventing the token.
Alright.
I will reinvent the token.
Yeah, do not alter it further.
Right, do not involve it.
I've al-
Pathetic.
Alright, since the token seems to disappear from my face, and it disappeared from
Reality.
my archives, you see Boris, the tall, fur-hatted... It's, at this point, winter for you guys, because I want to keep it more intact with, like, the timing that we're doing it currently. So it's not as green in reality. You see the tall fur hat of Boris coming from the northern lands, and he goes goes up to, I would say, Wyatt, and as he he greets you guys from your journey back from the Goblin Camp, and he goes, "Hello. We've got. How was your journey into the forests?"
It wasn't too bad. We got a lot of goblin ears, and I was actually looking to turn those in here pretty soon.
That's
got?
fantastic. Well, I was coming to wanted your opinion on something for our little village. We seem to have an excess of lumber this year, and we don't need any more homes to produce or any sort of things. We'll have some extra just in case like something breaks down. But since you guys adventure and partake in more of the warfare aspects and protection, we have just enough lumber to make either walls around, like a nice lumber log wall around the village, or we can make some nice watchtowers. Which do you think would be more effective? Line of sight or something to stop us as a barrier? And as he looks at the rest of the party, they begin walking down to the Boss Tavern as usual, but he gestures for the rest of the party to put in their input if they want to.
Mm.
Both would be better.
Commentary. How good of a fighting force do you have here?
We don't have many. I would say the best fighting force we have would be you guys, to be honest.
Well, I'd say that since we know the land, and they don't, it'd be good if we had a little watchtower to know they're coming before. Cause
How about a sniper hut for me to shoot out of?
I would personally disagree. You see, I have eyes in the sky. Walls are better.
not
Then
everybody
again,
has
we
that.
have
Yeah.
seen.
Well,
It's all
well,
over
you see,
with
I know
the
the lands.
playground.
I'm on patrol with some others. We should be fine.
What if we aren't here? Walls
Yeah.
would be better. Watchtowers
Well-
aren't going to do them very good.
Yeah, I was gonna say because actually I'm gonna ask a question.
Should you, if you guys are not here, we can always get a town lad to just stand up there and have a look. Give him some purpose to his life other than being an idiot.
I don't
Clarification.
trust the eyes of a town lad, boy.
Clarification.
We have also seen how effective walls are, haven't we? A couple of hours ago.
Oh yeah.
So what? So what if they see the enemy? They're not going to be able to stop the enemy. Like
Exactly.
they're just going to know that they're doomed
Coming.
sooner.
Just dig some trenches.
Although I would definitely say that a wall would be better than watchtowers.
Wall?
I would agree. A wall.
Or we
Yeah.
could build the watchtowers and then take the rest of the wood and make spikes.
Spikes are no good.
Spikes are only good if you got like
Fortifications, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can add that next.
And if they run first, they will just walk between the spikes.
Okay, so we've got walls now, spikes later, no tower for now. We've got birds. We've got. Okay. Thank you for the input. I'll lead you over to Boz.
Well, actually, if you can catch me some birds, I can train them to be scouts. With enough time.
What kind of birds would you teach?
I have a preference for bird of prey or crows, ravens.
Oh, there you go.
I'll
That,
take a
that's
browse
that's what
charge.
Boris looks like. For some reason, his tone is hidden under a bunch of crap.
Yo,
Anchor can help build walls or whatever.
Can Anchor build wall because he is a wall, or is he just good
Yes.
at building? Ah.
I could just build. I could help
wall.
build them.
I mean, the walls would probably be good for keeping choke points, but we could also benefit from some high ground.
I feel like
Wall is a high ground.
The high ground is the high ground.
That's true.
correction. The high ground is definitely the high ground.
Isn't Rudius kind of
It's kind of hilly.
what's that, like, hilly? I was about to say, yeah, I think towers are better for hilly, like hills and
But
whatnot.
it's like rolling hills, right?
Yeah, it's rolling hills, but like at Boz Tavern would be at the peak of it. It's kind of built around like one of those rolling hills more so. It's not like it's not within the same village. You don't see like up and down as much. It's more like continuously up to the center.
Some like tall hills as well, or just like
It's not significantly
like
taller than the
mountain-
rest.
Not mountaineer.
Yeah.
I kind of know the type of thing you're on about.
Yeah, I got you.
So Walls still be more. Okay.
Just think, what is a town lad gonna do without us?
Well, I was also thinking about maybe they
Well,
can just evacuate.
You also have we could think about this scenario as well. Should we have the local military force from the capital come down? Should a serious thing happen? The soldiers from that would be, while you may be the strongest force that would be here at any normal point of time, should actual wartime happen, we would get a military force.
Maybe a tower, just let them know what's coming.
Yeah, then honestly, in that case,
Prefer walls. Being able to hide out for a long time can save you in
So
all conditions, and it's better against the elements.
If we're already at the peak, I'd
Wall.
vote walls.
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 And anchor go through wall.
Yeah.
Well, anchor should be going through town wall. Anchor should be going through enemy wall.
Oh. Okay.
Hopefully, I'd hope so. I hope we weren't planning on playing dominoes over there.
Anchor, please use the door.
Clarification: he will use the door. I'll make sure of it.
Are you threatening my boy Anchor?
Gonk. Gonk.
No, nothing. Just reminding him what a door is supposed to be.
All
In
right.
that case, I will remind you to watch over your head in case a bird decides to shit on it.
As the party begins to walk over, actually, Bob's not supposed to be here yet.
I
As the
just wanna
party begins
clarify
to
Anchor's
walk into
meeting
the
note.
entrance of the old tavern, you see. I'm going to have a formal introduction for your character, Mr. Paul. As even though you took input in that little discussion, no worries about that. You see Wade, as you see this very armor-clad, what seems to be a sharpshooter. And as he looks over and as you guys walk into your usual spots at the tables, looking around, would you like to introduce your character to the party? And for the people that may not know you.
No, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to introduce myself.
Don't worry about it. Just say essentially give a little thing of essentially what your bio did, but do it in character,
Well, am I supposed to just walk over to him, or?
No, yeah, well, you can you guys are
We're
So-
all looking at you.
so everybody in the party is technically at the entrance here, right? As you're sitting there kind of enjoying your drink. As they walk in, they see you back from your adventure. You can tell them about what you did while these guys were gone, something like that. If you feel anything uncomfortable, no worries. I can move on if you want.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
All right, no problem. So,
Type.
Can I make a
As,
check to see if
as Wade just continues to enjoy his drink, you see, I'll give you a little bit of introduction since I know your character. You can see feathers flown around on one of his pouches as he just recently brought back the carcass of an owl bear hiding in the woods on the eastern side of Rudius. He makes an acknowledgement to Wyatt, and because the people he would know from home would be Wyatt, Archaon, and Grolar, and Damwyn. He makes an acknowledgement as he tips his little. He's not wearing his helmet at this point. He's in a bar. As he gives a little nod to them, and everyone gets into their places. So for the sake of this, he'll just be with you guys.
Okey-dokey.
Yeah, that sounds like me. A nod.
I bet he's a wall man.
Yeah, he's a wall man. He's a coin flipper.
Well, thank you for your input. I'll put some of the lads to work. We're going to build a sturdy wall. Should more goblins be knocking.
By getting me some birds. Can get that training first.
Birds and walls. I've been known for hunting the bird. Can I catch? I guess I can make a trap. What do I just put seeds in it? As he begins to wander off in his thoughts, he sits back to his corner of the table. And everything is pretty nice right now. Let's see. You guys get comfortable as you as you are waiting for your objectives. An old man Bog comes from the cellar. Ah, I see the adventuring party has returned. Don't
Greetings.
mind me.
Hey, Ba, how have you been?
Doing well. Did your adventures of getting Gopnik's revenge go successful?
Affirmation. Of course it did. We even brought some beautiful little treats.
We got a whole string of ears for you.
Ears, yes, that was the contract I gave. How many was it this time?
It was
Statement. I currently have in my possession 6 goblin ears, an owl bear beak, and a direwolf canine.
Well,
Statement. I know those 2 other things were not on the bounty list, but I think you might find those trophies a bit comforting.
and I have 54 ears.
my goodness. That's quite the difference.
Well,
Exclamation. Wyatt, how did you find so many?
well, when you raid a camp, you tend to find a lot of ears. The corpses didn't need them. Not that I asked.
Agreement. As you should never ask. A bounty is never mean to be consentful.
So we've got 54 and we've got 6, was it?
Yes.
So, and that means, I believe if I gave you, was it 1 silver or was it 2 silver per? I think it was 1 silver. My old age, I don't remember all these.
Affirmation. I believe, if I remember correctly in my process, it was 2 silver.
2 silver. 2 silver.
I already added it, I believe.
Do you want me to make a...
So,
charisma check?
and he's, yeah, why don't you?
Okay, hold on. I was say, like, that is like...
I can't remember. What
Why did you make a persuasion?
Persuasion, that's what it is. Oh, it's terrible. Let's find out.
He's going to make a contesting insight check
Oh
for
my
that
god,
one.
oh, it's never gonna work.
Okay, is it higher than 3?
It's gonna be higher. I doubt it. It's gonna be higher, lower.
That's 1.
All right. Where is the insight check? It's all right. It's higher than 3, guys.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Sick.
No, in my old age, I may forget some things, but money isn't the things that I forget all the time. It's 1 silver, if I remember correctly. So you've got 60 ears, and that's 60 silver. Would you like me to give that to you in gold by chance? Because that's just 6 pieces of gold. Much less weight for you to carry.
Exclamation. That would be a lot cheaper, a lot easier, and more fulfilling.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to do 5 gold to Wyatt and 1 gold to HK?
That works.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Man, remember the times when you get 1 gold for something? Holy shit.
Man, remember when I didn't have to worry about money ever?
Yeah.
Good times.
Good.
I miss my thousands of gold.
As you guys graciously accept your payment. So is Gopnik staying around? What's going on with him? I noticed he didn't come back home with you.
Well, that's the thing. We got him set up pretty good up there. He's running in the joint up there, and he said that he'll
Oh,
be
he's
able to-
running. Wait, he leads them now?
Yeah. We defeated the whatever that guy's name was. He's hid, but we got him, and now
You
got
happened to kill the wolf that killed me.
What about the wolf? Nah, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah,
the wolf
he
killed him.
killed the wolf and stuff happened.
Wait, Grollar
sorry.
died?
Not quite.
Growler's
It-
over there. He just got hurt.
I nearly killed him.
His pride's the
Yes.
only thing that's wounded now. But yeah, Gopnik's he's doing good now. He's gonna stay with that tribe for a while.
So he's staying it to protect us, or?
Yeah, he assured us that we'd have good standing.
Well, I'm sure Octavius would be proud.
I hope so.
Oh, wait. What to do with the Owlbear trophy? Generally, in D&D and my games, when you create magical items, you need items from powerful creatures or like material components to make something. So you just want to keep it for now. So while an owlbear trophy may not be the strongest trophy in the world, you could possibly use the feathers for an arrow or something like that for another character, things like that.
Okay.
So a lot happened while you were gone. A few interesting predicaments came by as we had a few more people fleeing from the capital. As
Speculation. Oh, sorry.
Hmm?
I was like, query. Oh, from the capital, you say?
Few more problems have been strewn about. In my days of adventuring, I don't know what to do with this situation, and as this happens, you hear a blaring horn. You hear and this calls for why the situation is so complicated. You guys may want to observe this, but let me do the talking. As he begins to walk out of the tavern, you see a hooded figure walk closely behind him.
Another hooded figure. Last time it was a goblin.
Last time it was a really crappily made reskin of a goblin from RuneScape.
Wait, is that what his picture was?
Yeah, his. So what Camden did with his, I put him as the server, and his skin. He literally got a picture from a goblin from RuneScape, and he retextured it from green to white. And then
that's impressive.
He had everything that was green made it to white, and then he put the little eyes in there. And if you looked really closely to it, it is super scuffed. But
amazing. I'm sad I missed it. All right, continue.
All right. As the cloaked person walks further behind, and they make it to one of the town roads. At this point, you guys are kind of observing, like around the corner, looking around, trying to make yourselves look busy as you walk from one side of the street, kind of looking over. And Boz just like looking at you guys, like, "Hey, don't make a commotion." As you see this, you see what seems to be what this requires a little bit more serious music.
Dylan, do you mind if I do a investigation check to like see if I recognize that person or anything?
You went to study in Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
You probably wouldn't know this person. I think the person who works, if anybody, I think it would be Repo or Anchor that would know, since Repo lived in Lion's Guard for a time, and Anchor was also a defender of the church.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Anchor, dude, do you recognize that person?
I don't know.
Why don't you make a history check?
Yes. 17.
So as Anchor gets a stern look around the corner very sneakily, you just see this metal head like turn its head around the corner, observing. And Anchor recognizes this as Baron Gallus.
This is Baron Gallus.
A relatively powerful a powerful owner of land around the portions of Lion's Guard, specifically known to follow money. Not very religious. Anchor wouldn't like him very much.
I hate him.
Dang.
Me too, buddy.
I need to hide. I may have hunted in those lands before. This is not good.
He's not really religious at all.
He's the kind of baron that would stomp on you if profits could be made.
What religion are you again, Anchor?
Eos.
Yeah, EOS.
Yes. Okay.
Astonished. Wow, Anchor not liking someone? This is a new development.
He must be a bad person.
As they begin to as he clops down from the entrance of the village with his 2 guards by his side, Ba goes to greet him, and Ba says, "Welcome, Baron Gallus. It's a pleasure for you to visit us." As the hooded figure kind of goes into a little enclave on the left. Let me just copy paste your tokens real quick because something could happen.
I just want to say that I clearly said all the things that Dylan said about Baron.
Yes. No worries.
Just
No, you transmitted it on the radio.
yeah.
He did it telepathically. Just.
It says, as he goes up, Bah. I see this little village has not... You grow older by the day, and this village shows your age as well. And as Boss holds his tongue just a little, you see a little smirk. Thank you for the kind compliment, Baron. So what do I owe you the pleasure? Don't hide from me, Ba. I know that you're hiding some people fleeing from the capital. You know that we're to show and report all people. I don't know what you're talking about, Baron. The only people that fled to Rudius were the people that already lived here. Yeah, just like you see Wyatt. He looks at the cowboy, the cowboy with his hat. He may have left the town, but he was a resident here. He has the right to live here.
I'd get my hat.
It says, no. We know somebody a little bit more important is going at your village. Now, will you tell me, or shall I have to force you to tell me? Well, I was like, I can't tell you anything that I don't know. Says, very well. Very well. I hope you know that Lionsguard is in quite a circus right about now. And if something were to happen to this village, I don't think the correct officials would be able to defend it. As Boz begins to, you see a bead of sweat go down his left temple. I have some friends, I'll have you know, but don't. He gets to stammer a little bit as a threat from Baron Gallus is no easy. It's nothing to take lightly. And Baron takes, as the Baron looks at him, stammering is the least of your problems, Ba. When we come back, not only will you be on the ground groveling, but we'll be finding the people that you may be hiding, one way or another. This is a lovely village. It would be a shame and for this to happen. And as he looks over to the side, he sees specifically, I'll move you guys to the corner, Wyatt and HK. Because, well, you guys are like, but
Right.
well, you guys are kind of like on the precipice.
Make their tokens smaller.
They're the side characters.
Wait, can I have Aaron fly overhead and just shit on him?
No, not yet. Not yet. Aaron could be all the way up here. There you go. Right, like orbital bombardment range. All right. As it says, you two, you get hired. I could buy you by chance, Wyatt. The one with the one with the hat and the robot over there. What would name your price?
Wyatt lights to match off his boot. And he lights a cigarette. I don't think so, bud.
The robot, perhaps. Oh, how much would you pay just to find a few? They're no harm to. These people are harm to the public, not to this village. So, how much would you pay to possibly find these little rats? As Ba looks quickly at Wyatt to look at HK.
HK stands there. Amendment. I will consider this. Because if you say there are no harm, then a few stray rats can be found.
50, would 50 gold a rat be sufficient? As he look, the two heralds on his side begin to unpack, and they have a brown bag, not like a paper bag, but like a.
Right, like
you know what I mean? Yeah,
pouch.
a little pouch with you can as they yeah, and you can hear some chinkling, something to help you with your compensation. You are bounty hunters, are you not?
Is 50 gold a lot?
Yes.
50 gold's a lot. Yes.
I'll take it.
They had, let's just say this. White just got 5. HK just got 1 for doing a quest that took like several weeks and involved their life, that put their life at risk.
Money first.
As Wade comes out of the side says, he literally says money first. Oh, another practitioner of the economy. I see we have a great group of individuals. But outstanding. You can raise a village correctly. And as Wade goes up to Baron to examine the coin, you see
there as well. Sorry.
And HK and Wade are intrigued, and Wyatt's just like, man. And Ba's just like, you see the cloaked figure unravel herself. Stop right there. Stop right now. As she uncovers the cloak and reveals a black glistening armor. My name is Ilya of Lionsguard, Crown Princess, grandchild of the founder Leo. I'll have you know, you should not use your money, as he stands in front of Ba, to sway these people to catch the rats that have fled the capital. As the Baron looks over at Ilya, Your Highness, what an unexpected surprise. Something most definitely intriguing. And it says, leave this village right now, Baron. Leave these individuals alone. And as he points to Wyatt, HK, and Wade, if you require money, I am of the royal family. I have my honor, my seal as one of the family members. I could get you all the gold you want. Now leave the rest of the people that are hidden and leave this village at once. As Baron looks over him, as you wish, Your Highness, but just so you know, not all the barons, the counts, and the dukes are with your family anymore. It is the reason why you left the capital, is it not? Leave my sight. And says, as you wish. As he begins to gallop, and Ba has a breath of relief. He goes to Ilya, you didn't have to reveal your identity there. I mean, the worst could happen is that we just bonk Wade in the back of the head. No. I will not have the people hidden in this village prosecuted for what they believe in. As she addresses the rest of the party. Let me get my music back.
Okay.
As you know, as people, almost a little crowd, as you guys Because I am the princess, one of the royal family. Thank you for hosting me and graciously to Ba. A lot has happened. Would you guys like to discuss it in a safer environment? Ba says, everybody here is generally reliable, except for, the others, but...
Clarification. How do you know I wouldn't just take his money and run? Certainly
you know what? That's a good point, but...
That's what I was thinking too. We just steal his money.
Hey.
Yeah, assurance. Why?
That's
You
why I
know me
said
better
money.
than most. You know
That's
this.
why I said money first.
I am like absolutely just like not I am just frustrated with the three of them.
Sure.
Except Wyatt.
Three of nobody.
Wyatt was a badass.
Hold on.
Wade, HK47.
Sure.
Surely you guys have known me for minutes. I would have just taken his money and found nothing. The people I've heard some very interesting stories about the barons out last Scott. So
I
easy
leaned towards
pickings.
HK. I was like, "Is that true?"
Clarification. I did a couple bounties there. They're easy for us.
Good looking.
I would not have the people in a village that I have my jurisdiction over. It's my responsibility for the safety of those who live. She's very, kind of a little naive almost, but very, very almost. She may be a little naive, but she has the right. She at least has the good morals.
How
Yeah,
closely
she's got
does
the
she
money.
resemble her grandfather?
How much do you think she resembles the grandfather?
I mean, they got the blonde hair going on, the armor,
Like,
No, I'm just saying.
as you can look, she has
Grandfather?
she has a one-handed sword at her hip, and she has some inscriptions on her armor. It's pretty safe to say, as general knowledge, she can use magic.
Ilya, Archaon Lux, why are you in Rudius?
Well, a lot of things have been happening. Why don't we discuss this in a safer place? And boss says, please follow me. Aaron, as the Baron begins to leave the village, will Aaron do his orbital bombardment?
Absolutely.
All right.
Roll. Come on, Aaron!
Roll for animal handling.
I better get more than
Animal
50
handling? Oh
gold out of
yes.
it.
That's
Nat
fine.
20, that bitch.
That's funny. There you go.
Oh, that's still good though.
As the Baron begins, you hear the clop, 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 clop. I will return to this village. You rue the day that this owl, as he points his finger, would dare defecate on me.
I'm
And
just gonna look in the just say what?
yeah, he's kind of far away from your guys' perspective. It's just a bunch of mumbling, but he's like having this he's pointing up into the sky. He's just like, "How dare you!"
I turn to White. Extrapolation. See, easy pickings.
Not bad.
So I agree with you, lad.
And with that, allow me to.
It's very impressive, Growlar, but we literally have a princess here.
I don't believe in royalty.
Based.
Mountain men.
Hey, so for those who don't know, Nick literally sent me a bunch of pictures a while back of people that could be Leo's
penis?
children. Yes, that too.
How was it? Rate it 0 out of 10.
I
And
might have been ready for this.
no,
A little bit.
I didn't tell him at all that I was going to do this, but I
Oh,
did.
that's-
But I was just like, man, what would Nick name a daughter or granddaughter? I'd be like Ilya probably. Am I on the money there?
Yep.
Jib
Yeah, there you
didn't
go.
kill him.
No, Jib didn't assassinate the entire family.
Damn it.
Damn it.
I don't reckon. I don't know.
Oh
dude.
man, this
But
entire thing's happening because of Jib.
As far as I oh shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
Fucking Jib.
Fucking Jib.
Or maybe that'd be pretty funny if it was.
Maybe.
This
That'd be
is-
very sad.
Smile.
Damn it, Jib.
Smile.
Wink.
So,
So, Your Highness, what are you over here for?
All right. So as everyone gets to the city, is it safe here, Ma? As you just see the normal customers. Yeah, the people here in Rudius are good people. As
That one guy.
so don't. I think they had good intentions. As Elias says, there has been quite a situation coming over at the capital. As you know, I see some of you are well studied, as he points to what looks like a nerdy ass damn Wayne and Archaon.
Some of us.
Are others? No, she points at Hardbar. No.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
The founder, my grandfather of this fantastic nation, had a mission when he created it, and that was to suppress magic. Now, while that was a very noble cause, and something that I believe had some good intentions, I think my grandfather was flawed. He lost someone dear to him early on, and his best friend was turned into a gnome. Very interesting stories he told me around the bonfire. The one he summoned, of course. But as our nation was founded under the precipice that magic is a dangerous thing to be used, Gramps didn't quite understand the political implications of teaching his own family magic.
I don't know why you need magic when you got guns.
magic.
I was about to say something, but no, I'll wait.
So, a problem has arisen at the capital. A sect of nobles and people that no longer want the royal family to have power in Lionsguard have used this as a political campaign against me. One that's growing quite a bit of traction. They're using mottos and logos that magic should be forbidden in this entire kingdom, should be cracked down upon, and they're using this excuse to get power over the entire nation. Does this make sense to everybody?
What is the king and queen doing about this?
My father is completely unknown. I ran from here just on the back streets of the city. And my parents, I just do not know. It was only because of my personal retainers that I made it here.
Suggestion. So are you here to contract us to do some winter cleaning?
That may be the case, young robot.
Young robot.
Exclamation. This sounds pleasing.
Who are these so-called rats that the Baron is looking for?
The rats are anybody that either don't have a side in this civil war of sorts, or don't agree with the people that magic should be legal. Is that... They're essentially, as she begins to beginning, the entire capital of Lionsguard is having almost like, I would try to, if I had to connect it to like a real life, this is me talking, if I had to connect it to like a real life thing, it would be like abortion almost, you know, as a tough topic. Like, do we allow magic in our things? Do we allow abortion or something like, and stuff like that? And we have the pro-life and pro-magic, anti-magic movement because, yeah.
So Dylan, so is it kind of like, so they're in power and they are pro. We're gonna have her to do.
They're anti-magic. So the people working against the royal family.
Stay out of it.
So the rats. I'll try to explain it better. The people that are against the royal family are anti-magic, but they're not actually. They don't care about the anti-magic. They're using it so they can get the royal family to have no power, so they can seize control of the nation. They don't actually care about this anti-magic, pro-magic. It's about the money and the power here. But because of this movement, they've gotten just like, they've made this common people, or even like higher up, like knights, military, to support a cause that not even the people pushing against the royal family even care about. It's like using Black Lives Matter as a political platform to push Democrats, right?
Right.
So, knowing that I had to leave or be attacked for my lineage and my magical abilities, as she makes a little fire out of her fingertips. Old Gramps taught me that. I'm going to have to rally the few supporting barons and counts that I have left by my side. And unfortunately, it is my duty and my responsibility to stop this stupid rebellion.
Who rules currently in the city?
Currently in the city, it's a territory thing. So there's districts. So in District 1, there would be a baron. In District 2, there'll be a baron. And then so there'll be like different counts and barons depending on the districts. And it's kind of like city-states at this point, kind of like Greece at this point.
Yeah.
Like there's no central power holding anything together, in which why Octavius pretty much made you guys, hey, we're going to leave before one of these powers want to kill us.
Gotcha.
So we would like already have our opinions on Lion's Guard, wouldn't we?
Some of you would. I would say a good chunk of you would have your opinions on Lion Guard's politics.
Well, all of us were initially there, right?
A lot of you left, and all of you obviously remember the loss of Octavius while leaving.
May he rest in peace.
May God rest his soul.
Doesn't get any rest because of a certain someone here.
I look over to my shoulder and it's like...
Wyatt, you bastard.
He'll be with us forever.
So,
It's okay, he can't talk right now either.
No.
Oh yeah, he can't. So as she walks over to Ba. Now, Ba is a friend, is an old friend. He's an adventurer. I trusted him, so when I fled the city, I went over to old man Ba. I don't know if you have the same convictions that I do, but whatever it is, be it money, I am a royal. I have plenty of money. Should we win this, be it power, I could give you positions. Be it just freedom, should you need something to reform this nation, I will be your ear. I can be your sword. I just require the legs to run, and I believe you to be my legs. And she looks at it. Will you help me in this cause? And as Ba comes up to, she holds out her hand. She's kind of charismatic, ain't she?
Okay, I would like to stand up and just stand up for my show, like appeasement. You know, I've stopped and started a couple civil wars, so I'm ready for it. I start hearing gears turn and just maintenance noises.
As she looks at Anchor, now I just want you to know that some of the people against me are the head officials of the Church of Eos. I no longer believe them to be the outstanding religious folk that I grew up and I believed in. I see that you're the machine built to defend the faith, but I also see that you're here in this village. Do you believe in the morals of Eos, or do you believe in the patriarchy of Eos? As he looks at Anchor. She looks at Anchor. This is my first female character, by the way, so... God damn.
Sorry. Nailed it.
I've lost interest in the hierarchy of EOS.
Then may I have your shield?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. It means a lot. Boz says, this is a tricky affair. A lot of you know that I used the adventure line. I know some counts owe me a few favors. I could get you connected to mid-sentence. As he begins to stop, you hear thunk. As some of the people on the right side of the tavern no longer are drinking.
What the hell? Oh, these guys done messed up.
I almost turned out a death theme for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Well, that's crazy. When we start a combat, you think someone's gonna die.
Don't worry, I'll be the sacrifice.
Back in position.
We don't have any wizards that could just instantly die for us.
Cock my hammer under the table and you hear a click.
Alrighty. I could get a few favors as you hear a thunk, as you see a crossbow fly into the chest of Ba, as he says, I could and as this happens, the people on the right side of the tavern begin to immediately say, "Death to the magic users! This country has no place for them." I'm going to now give you guys turns, and please roll for initiative.
Some of us get to go early.
Wait, let me
I
just...
was not prepared to defend my... I was not prepared for this.
Yo, let's go!
Hey!
Hey!
Oh god!
Go, nat 20!
Oh my god. As this happens, Ilya says,
Okay.
I will treat to Ba. Don't mind. Deal with these trespassers. As Ba begins, Carla, you see the wife begin to spring into action. And Kale runs to the corner. All right, so if you guys are not... Yeah, Kale's the guy. So everyone who has not done... For those of you who don't know, so if you guys see the turn order, whenever you roll, you just type it in. I think the only person Wyatt's missing...
I have 2, by the way.
Wade's twice.
Let me just delete one.
Twice.
And delete Wyatt once.
Done that.
Gabo, could you roll initiative for me?
Yes.
Grolar should be...
Man, we got some high-ass initiative.
Yeah, we got really lucky with initiatives.
Don't remember how to do anything.
Yes, okay, it does. Good thing.
Go to your character sheet and it's right.
23?
Yeah, you have that 20 that we're all panicking about.
Does that mean I go last?
Yes.
You don't fuck with us. You don't come into Bob's place and fuck with us. That's the rule.
Does danger sense do anything, Dylan? I'm...
It wasn't directed at you.
Okay, so if it's directed at me, then it... Okay.
It was directed at the princess, and Bob was kind of in the way.
Yeah, okay. I understand now.
So next time an owlbear tries to kill you, you'll be like, I know there's an owlbear there.
Hey look, an owlbear.
Guys, one of the fun things with that one time when we did the owlbear, was like I made the bird noise like the cacaw, and Camden was aiming at the sky because it's a bird. It makes cacaw sounds. No, it was an owlbear.
You fooled the goblin.
And 10 seconds later, I was nearly dead.
Nice.
Memories.
Okay, since we have a very large party, I'm going to be using the team-based XCOM style again, but obviously we're going to go in the turn order, but this, to make it more balanced and things, I'm going to make it so that, like, in terms of enemies can sometimes interrupt, depending if they have a legendary action or something like that, they can interrupt your team turn, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, since you guys rolled crazy initiative, even though they had like the surprise, you guys will be going. We'll start with Repo
Alright. Well,
and see. Well, first of all, yeah, we're going to make it so that everybody sort of. Do you guys need a refresher on how we do the team thing? You kind of tell what you're going to do
kind of
in the
announce what
order.
you're gonna do.
You announce what you do in the order that the turn order says, and then when everyone's announced what they do, we kind of spring into action and everyone does everything at the same time to try to make combat a lot faster.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
how
That's
do you
fine.
draw the lines again?
The snap to center.
No, the distance lines.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
snap.
So
snap to
top
center.
left, that little, like,
The-
you see that
think it's
ruler
all
with like the
labeled,
circle on the top left? You snap to center and then show to other, and you can make it on and off to see if you can see it.
Oh, okay. They're a little bit far.
Yeah, look at that too.
It's a big ass tavern.
You can still
Mm,
move.
yes,
You
yes,
can
it's
move.
big.
You can
Yeah,
move.
I'll move over. I'll move right here.
Did I change
25
the
feet.
color
That's still
again?
within my. That's still within my movement range. So okay, so now I just gotta select something, and I'll move over here. And I'll throw a javelin at this figure.
Hold
Right.
down the
Hey,
left.
this
Yeah,
guy?
there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you'll be doing that, Girlar. What will you be doing?
I am gonna send Erin into melee with this guy. And I'm also gonna be shooting an arrow at this guy.
Sounds good. Archaon.
I'm going to move my character. Oh, I got 30 feet, right? So move him there.
That was what the fuck was that?
Nice.
I'm moving
Oh,
there,
sorry.
and then I'm gonna use agonizing. Oh, so far away. No.
Don't burn
Alrighty.
the tavern.
Wait, what?
We're on fire.
What do you mean you can't burn the tavern down? Oh shit.
Hey.
And then I'm just gonna use scorching ray, and I'm gonna target this big axe guy.
Oh man, everybody's in this axe guy. HK.
So let me ask, what are these? I can see what these guys are, but what is the gentleman to our bottom and the gentleman to our top right? What are they?
The
currently look like?
gentleman or the. I think it's. Yeah, it's definitely a gentleman. The gentleman to the. I was like, I thought it was an. Elves are like
The
card.
elves?
Man, elves are tough, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
the
got it.
gentleman to the top is holding a instrument. This
Okay.
this one here, and this one is just a dark elf.
Which is why I
role
always go for the
play or
pointy
the
ears
bard?
first.
Jeb, one of yours?
One of yours? I would like to take a nice revolver rifle shot towards the bard. But also, I'm gonna say something real quick. Since the gentleman said about magic users, I'm gonna go mockery. Why is it always the fanatics that have such a death wish? And then I'm gonna just shoot my gun off.
All right, Wyatt.
All right. I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna
Oh,
run.
fuck,
I'm
hold
gonna use
on.
my movement.
Also, I'm gonna, sorry, one more thing. I'm gonna make him the favored foe as well. So sorry.
Sounds good.
I want to read that real quick.
Can I? Actually, I'm just gonna go here, I guess. And then I'm gonna hit this guy since he's in melee. He's in melee with that one. The bird.
Aaron is such good synergy with you.
Oh, dude, having the bird is so nice.
So I'm gonna hit him. Oh well.
Well, you don't know. We'll just make your rolls, and we'll see what happens at the end of the.
Yeah, I forgot to make the rolls.
Oh, shit rolls. Ah.
Damn win. You're going to try to make
I
them
would-
sleep, aren't you?
Nope.
Okay.
It was something else, but I've got a feeling it's a bad idea.
Don't blow up the tavern
Fine.
much.
Just have-
I'm not going to.
As Bob whispers, "Damn win, no."
Damn, wait, no.
Bad. Bad.
Don't strain yourself, old man. We got this.
Um,
It's okay.
would help if I could do that. I am going to move
Ankle.
to here,
Anchor will fix anything.
and I am going to cast. Please say I'm not muted.
No, you're good.
And I'm going to cast.
I hear you, I hear you.
It's in here somewhere.
Damn Wayne, you're not a tank mage.
No, he's going in. I just want you to
Who's
know
going?
that this little halfling just ran in front of all these fanatics,
Exactly.
waving his
Whoa.
hands.
On those two.
What does it do?
It blinds them.
Oh, sick.
How close do I have to be to attack?
Ooh.
That's pretty.
That party.
All right,
He just polka dotted, man, that guy.
Anchor. Just pretend you're mom.
Gonna run up here. I'm gonna throw my javelin.
Rodvar. Oh my god, that's 37. Okay.
Wolfman.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna throw my
He's
javelin at that.
greasing himself up to go run at these people.
Rodvar's gonna push up to here and throw his javelin at this guy.
We got 2 javelins.
I'm also
He's
going to just
also
whip back
raging.
slightly.
Does rage affect? It
You.
doesn't
Hey,
affect.
It does not affect ranged attacks. No.
No.
Is this correct? It says that my strength modifier is the damage for this. I don't think that's right.
For javelins, that's correct.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, javelins are strength. It's the like, javelin and throwing axes are the only throwing items that require strength. The rest are like finesse.
But is it still dex to hit?
No, it's strength to hit. Strength to everything.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'll take that first roll.
My man.
Wade, what will you be doing?
Oh, I didn't roll fast. Weird.
How close do I have to be to
Shoot
to
somebody?
attack?
You've got a gun.
What's your
I
range
don't
of the
really
gun?
have to move.
I believe your range is like 120/360, and each square is 5. So you have 120 squares you can shoot within.
You're fine.
Cool.
You'll be fine.
Sits in his chair, mounts the gun on the table.
Yo, so when are we gonna be able to get an anti-tank rifle
Oh,
in this
man.
game?
Excuse me.
Females do love anti-tank rifles.
The female gender loves anti-material weapons that can.
Female dogs love Shannon.
Female dogs
Could
love
you make
Shannon.
a damage? There you go.
Right? If you use bursting arrow. it
Oh, you're
adds-
using bursting arrow straight off the bat. Okay,
Nice.
so we can start with that. So
Put it right on how do you ping?
let's see
Left
here.
click, left hold down click.
You can ping for me where you place it. Oops, wrong button.
Do that.
Hold down your left mouse button, and you can ping where you want to place things. Like there. Okay. You're the white ping, right? You are. So starting from the top, as everybody gets into position, you see Ba get struck the arrow, and Ilium cover his body and move him into a safe position. He says, deal with him. I will protect Ba and deal with his wounds. Everyone jumps into action with Repo running straight forward, getting right into there, and going for a javelin throw on the fanatic. I believe you were aiming at the barbarian.
Correct.
As the javelin, a 22 does hit, and you didn't roll damage. For now, just do the roll and roll for damage, and then it makes it easier for me to like. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
definitely. So yeah, do it so that I can describe everything as sort of like a cinematic for you guys. Because let me just say, going through combat with 8 people, whoever's at the bottom, the 8th person to go, just falls asleep.
Wade, I'm sorry.
I'm a sniper.
person.
I'm meant to fall asleep.
As a javelin comes flying through the tavern, hitting the barbarian, he goes into a rage. Or the berserker. Sorry, he's not a barbarian. As he shrugs this javelin off of his shoulder, and he begins to get a little angry. Next up, Grolar moves. He points with his finger for the bird, and you hear the silent as it goes up to this dark elf, distracting it while dealing. Let me see your roll on that. 12, as the bird begins to swipe at the dark elf, and unfortunately misses, but gets the attention of him, and an arrow flies past. That does hit. Did you roll for damage? Could you roll for damage for me?
11.
11 points of damage. 11 points of damage for the dark elf at the bottom. As another arrow goes, he bends to curse in undercommon. Does anyone speak it? Undercommon.
Is it undercommon?
Undercommon.
Abyssal.
Nope.
No, he does not speak
Nope.
Abyssal. That's like demonic.
Oh, okay, cool.
He would be like,
I speak other languages, just not undercommon.
He speaks a language that is not known.
he's speaking the language of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
As Archaon moves up forward, and he looks at the targets, and you see branches of balls of light to appear on his hands. Would you like to cast Agonizing Scorch's Ray for me?
I already did. It's 17.
17. Scorching Ray 17 to hit, and that hits. Roll the damage, please.
So it's 10 damage, and it's all three do 10 damage on to the barbarian.
Oh my god, he doesn't resist that.
Oh god.
As 3 scorching beams of flame begin to strike him, he's not going to have a good time. You see scorch marks appear on his head, and he became bloodied.
Nice.
HK jumps into position as well, readying his gun, taking a revolver shot. Revolver shot 23 absolutely hits.
But it's 3 damage.
I see 5.
Oh, you see 5?
Yeah,
Oh, it's 5. Yes, sorry, it's 5.
5 points of damage. Was it at the barbarian or it was at the bard? It was
at the bard, and then also he's been marked. So he's been
and
marked
he
with
has been
favorite
marked.
foe.
As Wyatt looks on over and he sees an opportunity to fire at the dark elf being distracted by the bird. He fires 15 hits, 15 damage later. As he drops to the ground, bullet right in his temple.
I spin the gun around. Proud of myself.
Mockery, show off.
Hey, you know how it goes.
Now these guys.
Reward Aaron for this later, mate. Or she'll shit on you next.
Me and Aaron make good team.
Let's see. So the hit points you rolled was 37, which means one of these will be blinded. It's not enough to reach the barbarian's hit points, but the cultist above him will be blinded as a spray of colorful, as Polka Dot Man begins to shoot special colors that are fantastical and beautiful. The fanatic on the top begins blinded, but the barbarian is too upset. He is too angry to not see, literally.
He literally pulls a Josuke. Fucking just looks through it.
Anchor moves up into position, and you hear the clunk, clunk, clunk as he grabs a javelin from his back and he throws it, unfortunately landing onto the side of the table. And you hear a satisfying thunk as it lands on the table next to one of the cultists. Anchor sets up his shields, ready for combat. And Rodvar, moving up in rage that Ba just got shot, throws another javelin as it flies past, hitting next to the bard on the table, right onto the fish, skewering. As he looks at the fish and he looks at the bard, he says, "That's you." Wade sets his rifle down onto the table, taking a shot. He's aiming. Which one were you shooting again? Sorry. The one in the back. He loads a special piece of ammunition into his arcane rifle as he whispers, "I've been saving this one." 15 hits as this man takes, let's see, you take 7 points of force damage, and could you roll the damage for your arcane rifle?
How do I do that?
Just hit the word prototype arcane rifle in the chat for me.
Where you roll. Yep.
No, hit the word in the chat. Do you see how there's like a chat that everybody can see? Just hit the word.
Real glowing red.
There you go. See, it rolls the force damage for you, if that makes sense. So it does everything for you in terms of damage. It's very streamlined. Makes it easy. You see a whistling. What kind of element would your bullet want to be? Fire, lightning, cold?
Let's do lightning.
As a lightning streaks across with a force damage, implodes with a little bit of splinters as this guy begins electrocuted, and you see, and he gets imploded with the force of a splintering bullet. Pretty much a hollow point.
Local man uses hollow point round against home intruder.
He's still standing though. Is the splintering? I'll look at this ranger later, but the splintering has a range of 5, right? So they're all spaced out around. They
Yes.
can't hit it. Yeah.
A
It's
target
useless.
and all other creatures within 10 feet will take damage.
10.
Wait, hold on, wait. For what
He's
now?
using arcane
Bursting
archer,
arrow.
bursting arrow.
Oh, yeah, because Hail of Thorns is 5. That's what I was confused for.
So
It's
everybody just got hit with 5 force damage.
This is 2d6.
Yeah, it rolled for you.
Okay.
So everybody just got hit by 5 force damage. As it bursts, you can see everyone get hit by the force damage around them as a splintering bullet. Lightning you see crackles between the players. Not the players, the enemies. But now they will act. This guy's blind. Is there a saving throw for this? Let me see here. A dazzling starting with the creature that has the lowest current health. Each player fights with this feels blinded. Total a creature's hit point must be equal to less than the remaining. Where's the save throw to this? It's a duration. It's 1 round. So he's just blind for 1 round. Okay. As you see the colors begin to fly into him, he's like as he just runs in a direction. Let me roll a d4 to see which direction he goes. Up, right, down, left, up, down, right. So he just goes down. How many feet? He hits a barrel. All right.
He runs to his
As he begins running in a direction, trying to follow the combat that's going, he runs into a barrel. But the berserker that just raged is not happy as he's already bloodied, and he is trying to be sparkled on. He's going to run in here. He's going to, with the few brain cells that he has, he's going to see the armored the armored clad bot with 2 shields. He's going to take one look at the barbarian wearing a wolf pelt and a giant axe, and he's going to see a halfling in between them. That's very conveniently like about the size of a log that you could cut in half, right? All right.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
He's going to recklessly attack.
Oh no.
So he has advantage on this. 23 and 14.
Okay. Although, quick question:
Yes.
can I use a
Reaction?
No.
You could use a reaction.
no? No, I can't do anything.
This could hurt. And so you're going to take 9 plus 8, so 17 damage, and you're going to have plus 4 to that because he's raging. So that's going to be 21 points of damage, Mr. Damwayne.
Oh my god.
You're down.
Video?
Are you down?
1.
Oh.
Didn't quite cut through that log.
Not quite. Next, the bard is going to be moving up. The bard, you see him clutch the music instrument. He's actually seeing that there's like a line of people moving up to him. He's going to use his as Damwayne stands there, almost cut in half. Like just you see an axe lodged in his side, and he goes. The bard's going to whisper into Damwayne's mind. Please make a DC 12 Wisdom save.
Oh no. Be a wise man.
As he whispers into Damwayne, pull the blade. And he whispers with his lute as he sings, pull the blade. And Damwayne grabs the blade that's embedded him and pulls it just an inch extra, and he loses consciousness.
My god, asshole.
Freaking Damwayne, always.
That's our magic frontliner.
This cultist is going to run up to Anchor and be like, I can hit this, right?
Where all halflings who
Go on.
He's going to use his shield of faith on himself as a bonus action. You see his faith against magic show strong as he tries to stab Anchor. Okay. He'll try it again. Okay, he fails. Round 2. He's going to also put a shield of faith as he's going to throw his daggers this time. Oh, actually,
Oh my god.
one of it. As he grabs 2 daggers out of his coat, one at one bouncing off the shield and one finding a chink in the armor. He's going to deal 5 points of piercing damage. You're not raging, right? So you take the full damage, Anchor, right? As I believe.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And the Dark Elf got one shot. Poor guy. Didn't even get a turn. All right, back to your guys' phase.
This is roleplay, and he did deserve it.
Repo. You just saw Damwin get cut in half, and then after he got cut, he pulled the blade to make it just a little bit deeper, and then he lost consciousness.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what bards can do.
Bards are kind of edgy sometimes.
We
Yeah.
don't like your kind there, son.
Well, I'll keep throwing javelins. I
Do
guess
it.
with that angry barbarian until he's not so angry and more dead.
I'm glad you moved that.
Why don't you roll and then just show the damage?
Yep.
All right. You're not going to move into melee combat with the barbarian?
No, I'm good.
All right, Growler.
Every time I try to move into melee combat, it never ends though.
I wonder why.
Growler, how would you?
Well, I am gonna. Let's see. Say bird, say hello to the guy next to him. And I'm gonna be shooting at the bard.
Oh, I see the bard has become a target.
Sorry, son.
Yeah,
What's
why
your bird doing?
don't forget to just roll damage while you're there as well.
Oh yeah.
All right, so 7 piercing on that one. Is it Arcan?
I'm going to move my character up, and I'm going to try to snare one of the people.
Using a spell?
Can I say
stand by.
someone finish the bard?
I'm going to try to
I'll try.
snare.
Or not
Got
the
it, got
bard,
it.
the barbarian.
Snare. Got it. That's a touch spell.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm touching him.
You're touching him. Sounds good.
Inappropriately.
For some reason, it doesn't say
Without
a
consent.
DC for my thing.
Ugh.
It should be a 14.
All right, I'll just keep that in mind. Just tell me when it comes back to your thing.
Yeah, I'll
HK.
remind you.
All right. I will like to pull the bolt back and then throw another shot on the bard. But on top of that, I will have. He's marked, and he's also have acted in Colossus Slayer because he's already damaged.
Nice. He is damaged, yeah.
So, all right, and
22.
20.
That's roll for damage.
So okay, so 14, and then another D14. Is that what it is? Hold on. Yeah, 1d4. So
And then you add a d4 because of the hunter's mark.
yeah, 4. So
Okay.
that's let's see. 18?
Wyatt?
Okay, let's see. So this guy, how? I guess we don't know. How bloody is the bard right now?
He's been shot once, but he's still standing. He's not bloody yet.
Let's change that.
Okay. That hits.
Oh.
All right, you can roll for damage. You don't get sneak, though.
That's fine.
Unless you...
No, I don't get sneak because I'm.
No,
Doesn't-
you don't sneak. You don't get sneak, but you could have steady aim right now.
I mean, I guess why not?
Because you're not moving anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There's no reason not to steady aim.
Yep. I'm with you.
Damn, we make a death save throw.
Nat 20, come on. Nat 20.
That's a fail.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
no.
Oh no.
Anchor.
Alright.
Well, seeing that, I'm gonna rage. Or, my bad. Overdrive. I'm gonna beat the person in front of me to a bloody pulp. Damn it.
It was an attempt.
Yeah.
Hey, you tried. That's all that matters sometimes, you know?
Rodvar.
And then I'm going
yeah.
to also
Do the lightning damage.
electrify. Yeah.
Which one will you electrify?
I will electrify the person that I tried to.
The pulp? Alright, got it.
Yeah.
Ooh, 6 damage. Alright. Rodvar.
Rodvar's gonna shout, "How dare you take down the halfling!"
That's
I agree with Hodvar.
You have advantage on all hits on them.
Yeah, and he's raging.
21 hits.
Do rage damage too.
Plus 2. Or it's supposed... Depends on your level, doesn't it? Wade.
Is this guy still good?
He's still standing. You can definitely shoot him. Remember to hit your weapon roll. There you go. Thank you. And then just hit the word. You don't have to roll the damage. Just hit the word prototype arcane rifle in the chat. There you go. Satan rolls it for you. So that's good.
Okay.
So, starting from the top as battle begins to go. I'll have to scroll up just a tad. Just a tad. By a tad, I mean a lot.
Just a little bit.
Where did we start? So Repo seeing Damwayne get cut in half, essentially, says, I'm going to stay at range. Pulls out another javelin, chucks it on around, dealing, how much? +2, +7, 9 points of damage to the cultist. Was it cultist or barbarian you're targeting? Barbarian. As he shrugs it off as it is physical damage. Gorlar is going to go for calling Aaron to swipe onto the cultist. Let me see that. A roll. 12. Oh, Aaron, it's indoors, it's a bird.
Yeah. No wind.
Hit a chandelier.
There's a breeze.
That would be a nat one. There's no airflow, it's kind of hard, just you can just swipes at the cultist, and the cultist kind of, even with his dagger, can stop a claw from a bird. But the arrow on the other hand also misses because it's just one off. As the arrow walks back, there's a lot of people in your way, and with trying to hit them without hitting your teammates, it's kind of a challenge. So as you try to weave this arrow in between Anchor and Archaon moving up to the front lines, it doesn't quite make it. Archaon moving up to the front line, seeing Damwayne get cut in half. Yes.
Let me give you a little bit of context. So this is a snare, so pretty much I'm putting a rope on the ground, and if he fails the DC,
he's
he gets
upside
tossed
down
into the air. Yeah, he's hanging upside down.
All right, it's a DC 14 dex save on this poor guy. Yeah, his dex is +2.
I was hoping to do the bard, but too far away.
16. As you touch him and the rope begins to appear around his feet, you see he looks down. He does a little skip and a hop as it's strewn up, and he looks up. Oh my god! You just see this hanging noose in the sky now.
I was lynched someone.
Shit, I was almost hanging. Whoa, what the fuck?
Man, what did they teach you in school?
Do you ever heard the new song? Come on, that was all the rage back then.
HK loads another, cocks back his revolver. Actually, he just turns the chamber. As he takes another shot at the bard, 22 hits as a bullet flies past, striking him, dealing 18 points of damage. Oh, right into this sternum. Yeah, he's bloody out of that one, that's for sure. Wyatt taking another shot at the bard. Unfortunately, he does get the sneak attack because he has both revolver. He has steady aim, which gives him the sneak attack damage. 15 points of damage as another strikes the bard. You hear the firing squad of pow, pow. Dead.
Nice.
As the bard falls over the ground before even being able to whisper another word. Damn, wait, please make another death save throw.
Appeasement. See, this is why you always
wait.
Sing a song about this one.
Yeah, here he made it. He made it when we went. So he failed that one. He has the one failure. Poor guy. As Anchor moves up, trying to defend his body, he rages and puts the shield forth. But since it's just such a big lumbering object, and the fanatic is a limber individual, he moves out of the way, only to get shocked by lightning as the static jumps out of him. And he's like, oh, it's not pleasant. Rodvar is going to look at this barbarian swing as the axe is still stuck in Damwayne. He's wide open to being swiped at as Rodvar gets his greatsword and brings it down on the barbarian. He's quite bloody now. He takes half damage from that. Let me look at the roll real quick. 11, so he takes 5, but he's still bloodied.
+2, so he takes.
Okay,
6.
Okay, 6. And as Wade loads he's going to use another one of those splintering shots. And where were you shooting, Wade?
This one. Hang on, how do I click it?
Oh.
So everyone gets it.
Okay, so as he loads another one of his special splintering shots, 15 just barely hits as he gets shot, and another splinter of shrapnel comes from the lightning shot, crackling everybody. Could everybody please take 3 force damage? 1, 2, 3. Is Rodvar within? So Rodvar takes 3 force damage, and this guy takes 3 force damage. You take force damage is not resisted. It's not physical.
What about Damn Wayne?
Damn Wayne will immediately suffer another
Oh no.
death loss. Yeah, he has 2 losses here. 2 failures.
No, you already gave him one.
He
failure,
failed
right?
once. He took 3 damage from the force damage while downed. Second
This would be
failure.
his second
That
one.
is his second failure. Yes.
Sorry.
As that explodes, at least this fanatic goes down.
Wait, don't you have any other?
You have to think about the repercussions of your actions, sir. You just blew up an explosive arrow in front of your teammates.
Hey, at least he wasn't Fireball yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
That's nice.
Thank God he's not a mage.
Put it this way. I'm gonna make sure you're in range of the fireballs.
If Damn Wayne lives,
You're unconscious, dude. You have no clue what's happening.
You look into his
You just started
unconscious
bleeding a
and
little
he's
bit
just
more.
dreaming of
as this berserker sees his job well done with Damn Wayne, he's going to take the axe out, and you see just blood gushing from the side of Damn Wayne. Not only that, from the force damage that hit him as well. You just see him move on over. He sees Hrodvar and he sees the challenge. He sees 2 berserkers. He sees 2 burly men slapping each other, and he says, "You're next!" Recklessly attacking, so he has advantage.
show him what for.
24 and 22.
That's a hit for both.
That's 20 damage, but that's 10 damage for you. So you 2 meat sticks are going to be hitting each other at half damage each.
Attaboy. Leave it to me, boys.
As he begins to swing at Hrodvar, taking 2 slashes to the chest. Yeah, he's recklessly attacking you, but you'll get advantage as well. The cultist next to Archaon sees... The cultist right here next to Archaon sees that there's a floating noose above his dead friend and says, yeah. He's going to cast Inflict Wounds on you.
Oh, is that a
Oh, shit.
saving throw?
Nope, it's just an attack.
You just
Does 17 hit?
17 does hit. However, I'm going to use a reaction to cast Shield.
And that increases your
increase
AC
my
by
AC
5.
5.
All right,
Which
let's...
puts my AC at 17. No, me! Well, no,
Oh.
no, and then on top of that, not only do I do that, I also use Arcane Deflection to add +2 more.
you get him.
Dude, get him, King.
Just your AC went from 12 to 17 and then to
No, what's a
19.
19?
Pretty unit.
Boy.
I'm the real up front art mage.
You're a dodge build.
Oh, you can't do that, Joey. That uses 2 reactions. You only have 1 reaction. When you are hit by an attack, you can use your reaction.
As I use my shield, thinking that I can actually use my other deflection, I stumble on my face.
As he goes to touch you, you see like a black flame appear in his hand and his dagger in the other. He goes to touch you. You create an arcane shield. Or do you? You create a shield and then you're like, wait, do I use this or do I use the arcane deflection? And you just see, you stumble in your mind like, which shield did I use in class? And then he touches you.
So how that does hit. So how much damage?
Please take 26 points of necrotic damage.
I am unconscious.
Oh dear.
That
Attaboy.
makes the tanking.
I hope we learned all a valuable lesson today.
We went down like a bunch of wet noodles.
All right.
I knew. I thought I studied hard.
This man is no longer blind, and he's going to move as he regains his eyesight after running into a barrel. He he looks around frantically, saying like, "Oh, so the person that already made me blind is downed in that one round, and the robot over there, and then he's going to move here." Seeing that Arcane goes down, the
Aaron
Colt.
gets an opportunity attack.
Oh,
Ooh,
go for it.
sick nasty.
He ignores the bird. Honestly, he doesn't even. Yeah, you need a 15 for that. Sorry, man. As it's indoor.
There's a chandelier in the way.
Yeah, no,
I'm not used to this.
it's really bright in here for being nighttime, you know. And Aaron's like eyesight is meant for the night,
His
and
eyes have adjusted to a different.
yeah,
like,
it's not his day.
And also, you start the energy on tripping on the other guy, so you know.
he's got the bird flu.
And then he's just gonna go and try to touch, as he goes up to Anchor and begins to try. You see the black flames appearing on his hand, and he tries to go touch the shield, but the static makes a barrier. Essentially, as he tries to move closer, the electricity sizzles, and he moves it back. Yeah, he can't touch you. I'm sorry. I think that's everybody. Welcome back, Rapoja. Would you like to? Yeah, we've got 2 down friends now.
We got one that's way down.
Not looking good.
Give him some of that fish magic.
Fish magic. I mean, I could create a gust of wind, but I don't think it's gonna help.
Wisp him away.
I'll just throw.
That might help Aaron.
I don't know if well, is a gust of wind strong enough to move a?
No, I don't know. Probably not. Maybe move the owl. That's about it.
I think I'll just throw a javelin at this dude here. It's not letting me. Oh, I have to select. There we go. This dude.
Wow. That, by the way, that necrotic touch that hit Joey was like a perfect roll except for one. The D10, perfect 10. The other one, D8 and a 7 and a 1 for damage.
Oh my god.
All right, so you're going to go for the
I'll
javelin
do
throw?
my rolls. Yeah.
Go for it.
And I'm going to spend a key point to do an extra throw.
As Repo seeing his Archaon friend fall as black flames begin to just envelop his body, he just throws 2 javelins at them. Go for the double roll, please.
Yep, I'm going. Sorry, I had to find it.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Damn.
Nice.
Hi, Growler.
And
you add a D4 to that because your ability.
Yeah, I'm trying to roll it. There we go.
Who did Repo throw at? Sorry. Barbarian or okay.
Repo's a monk.
Sorry.
But he's a special monk that uses weapons. He's the Kensei monk.
Ah.
That's his, like, the whole gist is that I'm a monk, but I can use stuff instead of just my fists and darts. Grolar.
I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Alright, so your next attack will do 6 if you hit.
More force damage, and I am gonna be shooting at the Barbarian.
I also believe you get advantage with Zephyr Strike if I'm correct.
You have advantage on him anyway because he recklessly attacked.
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna let those grease hogs
At 20,
fight each other.
21 hits. 6, so that's 12. And then what will Aaron be doing?
Aaron is just gonna be flying back here.
White's just looking at these 2 big greasy men fighting like King Kong and Godzilla.
Actually, I'm gonna use the Zephyr Strike as well to. It gives me 6 more
Boil
speed.
that
I'm gonna run in here after shooting.
Alright. You see the arrow loosed from his bow, and he just runs in there. I should wait for the describing until after. Then Archaon, please make a death save throw.
Oh my god!
Welcome back.
So I'm still on the ground.
You're still on the ground. You're conscious. You have 1 hit point.
Gotcha.
You took all the luck away from Damn Wayne. HK.
Yeah, thanks, asshole.
And this is probably a little late in the fight, but these are cultists, right? Are these like not mercenaries, right? 'Cause they may have information.
They're not mercenaries, as far as you know. This is an angry lumberjack. These 2 guys probably religious. That's why they know some sort of holy spells. That guy in the back can play guitar.
Right, and then the dark elf. We didn't even get that far.
His dark elf died. I don't know what happened to him.
All right. In that case, I'm going to take a shot at the guy in the back. However, if he does, I would like to make it a non-lethal shot, just in case if he does die. If it is a killing blow, if that makes sense.
That can be hard with a bullet. I'll say if you land exactly how much health he's missing, like if he goes to 0 HP, he'll be conscious. But if you go more, he's dead.
You know, I'm a betting man.
With a bullet?
Yeah. I'm a betting man. I'll do it. Fuck it. All right.
Well, 15 hits. You can roll for damage.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he's also.
He's also damaged. Oh, he's so dead.
Yes, he's so dead.
Quiet.
That's 3 bullets. 2 have been dead.
This
guy back here.
This guy just took 20 damage from. HK.
I'm gonna look at these men fighting. I'm not gonna get in the middle of that. You know, that's them. You know, so I'm gonna take my revolver shot. I'm gonna do Well to the Grave actually on this one too.
Ooh.
I have that.
Okay, so they're very damaged.
Oh.
Nope.
Did you move that round? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I was gonna use steady aim.
You know what? That's a good call. You should use steady aim first from now on. I'll let it slide. From now on, try to use steady aim first because you aim first before you shoot. Next time it's a nat 1 and you say, "Oh, I'll use steady." No, that's a nat 1. All right, 20. That will hit. So why don't you roll for damage? And it's there. Everyone's around an enemy, so you can get sneak attack here.
Cool deal.
All right.
This one,
and why don't you roll the Whales from the Grave damage as well?
It doesn't.
Half the number of your sneak. Oh, it's just half your sneak, so it's just 4 damage. Okay.
Yeah. So.
No, don't die.
Basically dead. I'm gonna go just do a little damage for him. You know, to the barbarian.
Damn Wayne, please don't die. Here comes the roll. A save! Anchor.
I'm just gonna recklessly attack
with your shields.
With my shields at him.
I don't know who him is.
He pointed.
Him. Okay, 21.
Him.
Got it. Nice.
And then
you're gonna zap him?
electrify. Yeah.
Nice.
Damn it.
Rodvar, have your meat stick fight.
Yes. Can you rage or change to the beast form while raging, or is it at the beginning of rage?
That's a good question. I don't know enough about your class.
Because when I'm reading, it says when you enter your rage.
Then that would
But
mean
I'm
when
not
you
sure.
first start raging. Then.
Okay. All right, I can't do that then. Well then, this man's just gonna meet a great sword to the face.
Do it.
That's a crit.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a little bit of rage damage right there.
This is gonna hurt. Okay. Now Wade. This is It's okay that you shot your teammates. This is your first time playing D&D. I just want you to know your actions have consequences.
How to change the damage? Because I saw it on here. You can change it to the other one.
You just have to tell me, essentially, and I'll take it into account if that makes sense.
Well, I was trying to change it to seeking arrows, so I think I put it on there.
Oh,
You
okay.
said just hit this, and then this.
So let me look at your character sheet real quick.
It's gonna hit this one.
So first of all, I believe you only have 2 arrows before you run out, or 2 special shots in this case, you know? Let me look at your character sheet real quick, because I know you're new, so it's completely fine to make a few. Arcane shot. You can, once per turn, when you fire an arrow from your shirt, or you can apply your arcane shot option, you decide. You have 2 uses of this ability at the bottom of it. So 2 uses, and you gain all expended uses when you finish a short or long rest. So you use the 2 bursting arrows already. So
Okay, well,
that means you have no arrows left. So you can choose between the 2, but you only have 2 total, if that makes sense. So you just have normal shots right now.
All right.
Oh my god, stop that, please.
Pink.
So you just got a normal shot.
So do it again.
Yeah, just do it again. Without the thing checked. You know how do you know how to see the little check boxes? Yeah. Uncheck the box and do another attack roll, please. And you're attacking who again? Who are you attacking, Mr. Paul?
This one.
You have advantage on that attack since he was raging, so that becomes a crit.
Getting involved in the meat fight?
Yep.
Alright, scrolling back up, you see 2 javelins whistle through the air as Repo sees Archaon go down and then come back up, essentially. You get head down, and you get back up. 2 javelins at 23. Let me see. No, it's on. Let me find the beginning of it. Oh, the reckless ult is the crit. Yes, I remember. We start off with a crit as a javelin flies through straight. It was for the cultist, correct, Mister?
Yes. Yes.
The one closest to Archaon. I mean the Grolar.
This one here.
Good. As 2 javelins fly straight through the air, doing 8 plus 3 and plus 8 damage. That's 19 damage. You see, he's too busy trying to touch Anchor as two very sharp sticks find its mark, hitting him in the side. As that happens, you also see an arrow imbued with the wind get shot into him as well, and he's very dead.
I shot at the barbarian with the
Oh,
arrow.
you should, as the arrow starts at the barbarian. Sorry, as he moves forward. 21 hits, especially the 6 plus 6, and he takes the full brunt of the force damage. As 6 pierce damage, 3 piercing damage hits the barbarian to the side. He gets frustrated because somebody's interrupting his match against the other barbarian. God damn it.
That's fine.
Some of them a bitch.
Archaon, after being engrossed in black flames, the flames sputter out, and you see as he opens his eyes, and he's like, oh. Yeah, that's everything. He has 1 hit point. HK aiming his gun, 15 hits. And he's aiming for like a non-vital portion of the cultist, and then proceeds to shoot him, and he dies.
Expletive. These meat bags are so squishy sometimes, I swear.
He was aiming for a cavity in the chest, accidentally hit the kidney.
That happens to the best of us.
Wyatt going to shoot at as Wyatt begins to prepare his gun and shoots at the cultist. You see that it's already dead, but you see a black streak of lightning essentially connects from the cultist to the barbarian as he takes the full brunt of the magic damage, and he's just really upset everyone's interrupting his one-on-one fight with the other barbarian. Like, jeez. Damwayne had his death save, and he is not dead. Thankfully. As Anchor begins to smash his shields recklessly at the barbarian. As everyone's down at here, he's just going to change his targets immediately. Hit the barbarian and zap him for the damage. The 1 damage, unfortunately. Rodvar is going to crit. Even without the reckless attack, the advantage. And he's going to do... That's going to be 19, 20, 21 damage. So he puts 10 points of damage as the barbarian gets onto 1 knee. Essentially like, at least I'll die to the barbarian in the group, as he's a little... The woodcutter is like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die to the other muscular man. He gets on 1 knee. He's like, he's a little content. And as he smiles a little bit, he gets shot in the face by a lightning shot. From Wade.
As that happens, Rodvar's gonna rage and turn and glare at him.
You see the greatsword embedded in his shoulder as he goes down on 1 knee. He smiles like a worthy dead.
I can just imagine that like in animation form, just.
Yeah, and he just his back hits the ground, and he's dead.
Alright, it's coming over.
And that is combat over. And everybody
I would like to turn
dead.
to. That's right.
Everybody is dead.
Yeah. I'd like to turn to Wyatt for a moment and go, Fiendish response. Wyatt, do the thing with the ghost thing. We need information.
Oh, I can do the thing with the ghosts. Don't worry. Nah,
Why this is happening though, Rodvar's gonna start a new rage, turn into beast form, and start eating this man while eyeing down the guy who shot him.
Oh god.
It wasn't me.
What-
Addendum. Just
what-
not that one.
Bet hard for. It's like,
What?
okay,
What?
Addendum. Not that one. Another one. Another body.
this guy's an
Continues
asshole.
ignoring everyone.
Also, we need to keep who is actually versatile in medical.
I think,
I'm gonna
maybe
try
Ilya-
and get them way up.
Maybe
Go
Ilya
figure
can
it
help
out,
us.
Bob's- or no,
as
Bob,
Lids up. Oh wait.
as
Ilya could help us.
a fantastic show of skill, gentlemen. As you see her patching up the, she pulled out the bolt from Boz, the one that the Dark Elf shot, but he never got to shoot another bolt because he died immediately. The bolt from Boz's chest and is currently applying bandages. Carla is doing the healing that she knows without the magic, and Ilya makes her way over to Damwayne and starts doing medical. Gramps, you can see she's being a princess. She's not very attuned to the battlefield. She's very nervous. As Gramps told me how to do this. He said something like Cosmic could do. What's as she tries to fix Damwayne up. She's going to use false life on him.
Yeah.
Nah, just touch him with a bit of gifts from Nurgle.
Wait, does she actually get false life?
Yeah, she does.
Oh my god. That's
look.
Uh,
Theo passing on the good shit.
Uncle Cosmo passing on good memories and good
Uncle
strategies.
Cosmo.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh. Yes. All right. So as Damwayne gains consciousness with his temporary hit points, I think it's a D6. Let me just. Yeah, you have 4 hit points, Damwayne, as you gain consciousness. Oh, it worked. It worked. Oh god. I just haven't been. I have been. Oh, battles are scary.
I would walk over
Hey,
to.
Bob.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, hey Bob, do you have any health potions in the back or something?
Boss me on some himself, I reckon.
Carla's like, yeah, we have medical supplies. Don't worry. I let me just attend to my husband. So yeah.
Fetch medical supplies.
As
I would like to.
we would like to
Well-
cut to Wyatt
Oh.
as
Oh, yeah.
Wyatt begins to touch the bard. Now, considering Bard is magical, he's going to try to resist this. Why don't you make a... Since this ability... By the way, guys, this ability that Wyatt's doing is kind of not what he's supposed to be doing, but we're kind of just using the rule of cool here. Yet.
Real cool.
We're going to just rule it cool because he's done it before, and, like, sure, it's fun. Why don't you use your... What's your good stat here? Well, this is an expressive willpower. One willpower versus the other. So why don't you do... It would be more intelligence, would it be? You can either do intimidation or investigation, or try to do some... No, investigation is intelligence, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So you can try to do an investigation check against this bard's wisdom save to resist.
Steady aim. I'm just kidding. Oh shit! Get fucked.
The net overpowers your silly little.
As Wyatt begins to pull on the soul of the bard begins to resist, and but not quite enough, as you see the elf's soul come up from his body, and this is, by the way, only Wyatt can see this, and he's just like, unhand me.
Hey, slow down there.
Do not think the music I can play can stop just because I'm dead. As he looks
You
down his
can't
body,
play music.
he tries to grab his lute, but he's dead.
I kick his loot.
And then he tries to grab the lute, and he kicks the lute. You kick the lute, and he goes to touch it, and his hand goes through it. I did not calculate this.
No, I don't think you could have.
Wait, I can still do this, right? As he begins to whisper, hit yourself in the face with the butt of your gun.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Why don't you make a saving throw? Please make a DC 12 wisdom save.
DC 12. Okay. Wisdom. Oh, that sucks.
As he says, I can still do this. Hit yourself in the face with the butt of your gun. You just smack yourself in the face. I still have this. By the way, from the perspective of everybody else, he just touched the body and he just hit him in the face with the butt of his gun. Just like out of nowhere.
Mockery. Why did you mean to hit yourself, or are you
I
just
got this
failing?
under control, damn it. Ah!
Okay.
So why don't you say something to the bard, and after every sentence I will be casting Vicious Mockery.
That's fine.
You sure?
Quickly,
How about an
Wyatt.
option?
We'll see who
Why-
will.
Use your words wisely.
Wyatt has become possessed. We might save him from himself.
No, don't worry. I got this, guys. Don't worry.
Mockery. No.
I
You
feel like every
watch.
time
No,
Anchor
we
just
watch.
slowly walks up to him.
I would like to.
All right.
slowly-
So what sentence you would like to say to the bard?
The fuck's your problem?
You're my problem.
lady.
Please
not
make a
working
DC 12
for
saving, wisdom saving throw.
Literally, as he's hitting himself in his face, he's like, "Stop it!" Hits himself in the face. Stop it!
It is against the laws of nature to hold the soul of an elf beyond returning to the aether. How dare you hit yourself in the face with the butt of your gun?
I swear to God, if I die, I'm gonna haunt your ass while you're dead, and we're both gonna be sorry.
And then as this happens, it's like you hear Wyatt says, "What's your problem?" Boom, hits himself in the face.
All right.
Addendum. This is
What is your next sentence, Nick?
Why did you attack us? Who sent you?
It was for the betterment of this nation. You would not understand, you people who live on gold. Why don't you know what would make you better understand? Hitting your face, hitting yourself in the face.
You're being a real asshole right now. You know that.
As you do more damage, as you hit yourself in the face with the butt of your gun.
Hey, come take my
You
gun
would
real
not.
quick.
Anchor takes the gun.
Hey, hold this.
At this point, you see blood trickling down as Wyatt's face as he smacked himself 3
More
times.
sentences. He's saying more. He's saying more sentences to hold his gun or hold this.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Just start on-
Hey, can Anchor,
Take this
like,
gun.
hold him?
Oh no, you won't.
Can
Hit.
Anchor hold
Hit.
him?
Oh no, you won't. Hit Anchor with the butt of your gun. As Anchor goes to grab the gun from Wyatt, gets his gun and just smacks Anchor on the side, dealing 4 damage. Anchor's just like, what?
Okay,
Mockery.
can
Now this
I?
is the best of both worlds. I see Wyatt and Anchor getting hit.
I want. Oh, god damn it! I wanted to hold him in place.
He's like, he tried it. He's at this point, he's uncontrollable.
Fuck
Any?
it. Who even cares at this point?
Why would you like another sentence with the bard?
Yeah, I will wear his ass down.
Hold on. How many times can you cast Vicious Mockery? Hold on. Is that a cantrip?
That's a cantrip.
Fucking asshole.
I'm fucking losing it.
I need names. Who do I need to get with to figure out who the fuck sent you?
Names? Does the rightful thing, does the just cause need names? This is the right thing to do. Stop magic from Lion's Guard. So, do you know what else is the right thing to do? Hitting yourself in the face with the butt of your gun.
You're using magic, you asshole.
Why are you bloody yet?
As he says that, the right thing to do is hit yourself in the face with the butt of your gun, and then he, please take 3 points of damage.
All right. I just need you to play ball with me real quick. Why? You're already dead.
My sacrifice for making this nation a better place is worth my death, even if you hold me here for eternity. I will hold this sacrifice, knowing to stopping you from assisting the princess. But do you know what else would assist my cause? Hitting yourself in the face with the butt of your gun. Please make another. That's a 6. That's 4 damage.
Give it up.
Bro.
Alright,
Bro.
I'm done with this guy.
As you release his soul, how dare you hold the? Looks at you down. How dare you hold the body of the soul of an elf? This is preposterous. Should you ever come to our afterlife, I will make you hit yourself in the face with the butt of your gun for all eternity. As he goes off.
Good riddance.
I'd like to go
So now you're gonna go to Goblin Hell and Elf Hell.
Hey, we'll see who gets my soul.
Check it all out.
As Wyatt steps away, you just see his face is bloodied and his nose is just possibly a different shape of what it's supposed to be.
I would like to walk up to Wyatt. Clarification. How'd it go?
Just don't.
Mockery. Why'd you hit yourself in the face with the butt of your gun?
I said, just don't.
Quickly, we must restrain Wyatt. I think he really is possessed.
Addendum. No. He's just
Everyone's just looking at Wyatt with like a concerned look as blood
Okay,
trickles.
he's having a episode, I think they call it.
I'm about to have an episode.
Statement. I think we all need a minute to just cool down and figure out what happened. Well, we know
We
it.
should hit him with the butt of his
Anchor,
gun.
Anchor,
One of
Anchor
those
has a
things
boo-boo
that,
on his wrist because he also got hit.
I think clearly the idea of no magic is spreading through Rudius, and we might need to do something about that.
As the princess says, precisely. I thank goodness. I must make sure Bod does not. Damn Wayne, as she holds. Actually, she doesn't know your name yet. Young little halfling. My deepest apologies. Should you lose your life, the guilt that would overcome me would be just unbearable. Knowing someone would die for just little trivial things such as political power, and life could be taken at a moment's notice. Looking at the barbarian that cut Damn Wayne in half.
I would like to look at Ilya and be like, Mockery. So, this your first time watching people die for nothing?
Yes, young robot. Yes. I was a little sheltered, you could say, in my life as a princess, but this is a wake-up call for me. As Damn Wayne's just barely like conscious with, thank goodness Gramps taught me how to do so many of these things. Well,
That was technical
Did he teach you how to fix a broken nose?
as Rodvar is just having a grand old time. He just why don't you roll intimidation for a dice burp?
Oh, looting, yeah.
Looting. Oh, yeah, Wade's looting. So why don't you guys roll for all of you guys, for just one of you have a representative roll a D100, and that's how many silver pieces are on their bodies.
Oh, do it.
Who has best luck?
Paul's looting. Paul's one looting.
Roll a D100 for me, Paul, and see how many silver pieces they have. 40.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah,
40 between 10?
good haul.
Unfortunately, the loot for the bard was magical, but it was kind of broken in the process.
Fuck that guy.
Wait, who broke it? Oh.
I'm gonna go piss on his corpse later.
The daggers for the fanatics were nothing really special. What made them special were that they had magic, and we do have a great axe if anyone wants it from the barbarian.
Can I try to get on the barbarian?
No.
The barbarian's currently mutilated, if I
Let's.
remember correctly. Thanks
The
to
barbarian
Yeah,
is
but-
currently barbarian is currently
I
in
just want to see how big he
Hrodvar's
feels
stomach.
flexed on right now.
Do I get any health points for that?
Sure.
Fuck it.
Well then, that was an interesting.
Was something.
That was.
This is very interesting.
We don't mess with bards now.
Ilya, what are we gonna need to do about all this?
I have to gather support from the other nobles. Unfortunately, I will probably have to go back to the capital. In secret, gathering support from the nobles that still support the cause of the royal family and our morals over this silly movement. And we'll have to partake in a civil war.
Exclamation. Sounds wonderful. It sounds like a great time to get paid. I
And
mean, save.
And of course, young robot, you will get paid. And all of you here will definitely be paid, and Rudius will be under my protection. It is my responsibility. And is the burden I wear. As he looks at the bodies ahead. These were citizens of Lion's God as well. Just misguided. Something...
Except for that one over there, right?
I don't know what your problem with him was.
You know when you know.
But I will mourn them all the same. I request, could you bury these people? As he looks at Anchor. Could you bury them for me?
Except for that one, right?
Please bury that one too. Oh, anybody. Would you assist in burying?
I'll assist. I think that my companion Wyatt needs some time to recover.
He just got a bloody nose, just like blood gushing.
If it has a job, I don't get paid enough. I go over here on tab. I'm like,
He just gets a drink. He just gets a drink, and Bob's over there just like, ugh.
I'll help.
You all right, buddy? Here, you want one?
I will assist in burying.
Thank
but
you.
I will just turn to Ilya and be like, oh god.
You guys get the 40 silver pieces off their bodies. You have a great. Does anyone want the great axe into their inventory? Or just want to leave it?
What is
Well,
it?
maybe
worth?
the barbarian can take it.
I have a great sword. What's the difference between the great axe and the great sword? Here?
So the great axe is 1d12. The great sword is 2d6. As far as I know, you know how barbarians get extra dice when they crit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you crit with a great sword, you get 3d6. If you crit with a great axe, you get 2d12. You double your damage. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take it if there's no negatives to taking it.
Yeah, just hold on to it.
Yeah.
And if anything, you could sell it anyway.
Yeah.
So let me just open your character sheet and get the great axe. It's not a
Let's go
special
grab
one.
a drink.
How much silver do we all get?
It's 40 between the
40
entire
amongst
party.
9 people.
8, right?
10?
No.
Oh no, it is 9.
It's more like 4.
9 people? I'm not sure about 9. Yeah, no
All
problem.
one person that goes to me.
5?
Do we do basic math here, kids? Alright, hold on.
I just put it in my pocket and I'm just walking out the door.
Can I make an investment?
So okay, let's just say this. As Wade is literally not trying to hide anything, as he just shuffles through the pockets, you see him put silver into his bag, and you just see put another bit of silver in his bag. As he looks around, he comically begins to tiptoe to the door.
Do we notice?
Oh, absolutely. He's not.
Alright, I like to point my revolver
Never
rifle
hiding
towards him and say, statement. You go one step farther, I still have a round in here.
You do have one. Yeah, you shot 3 times.
Yeah. And I don't need a reload.
Do you stop, Paul, or Wade? Do you keep
With-
going, or what?
With a gun pointed currently at you, Wade, with your pockets full of silver, you take one. You took at this point you took 1 step, so you're like right here. People are definitely looking at you. Would you like to share the money?
Yeah, I guess I'll share it.
You might want to give that poor halfling you almost killed some more.
Indignation.
I agree with
Hey,
Gonna give us more gold.
Well, it's silver. It's not
It's
even
silver.
gold, it's silver.
Hey, that guy had 50 gold. She said she'd offer more.
yes.
Exclamation, I know, and that's why
In
you're
time, when we
assisting
get
her.
back into the village, we could give you more funds to assist your missions, your goals in life.
Indignation.
But
Exactly,
as
Wade.
of right
So
now, we tend to the dead, and yes.
Well,
Indignation.
no, I think there could be more people out there in this town.
That's
I think
true.
that's our biggest concern right now.
I'm just gonna
So she said
send
she
a
would look
mental
after
note
us
to
too,
Erwin
so-
to fly out the door and scout.
Sounds good. For the sake of it, since it was kind of she went into here, so the people in the right side of the inn essentially heard all of that, and that's why they got into a frenzy. The rest of the village will be relatively safe for you guys, unless something pops up. I'll tell you in downtime.
So this isn't like widespread knowledge. It's
Yeah,
like
it's not
consolidated
quite well
knowledge.
known in Rudius that she's here, other than Baron. What
Well,
was
it's
it?
just like the whole magic debate. Like,
Oh no,
you know.
it's known at this point after the Baron
okay,
that they're
okay.
Would it be safer to go back to somebody's like farm, for example, my family's lumber, and stay there for the time being? Because this news will probably spread after this fight.
well, there's no survivors to tell, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm assuming
it's,
there's other
it's,
patrons.
it's our version of stuff.
No?
Excuse
Do
me.
they know their patrons in the bar?
We can see. So as Ba regains consciousness after getting shot, I'm too old for this. I can't deal with these arrows. As Carla does her best, I wish I just had my magic back, because it's okay, dear. I know elves. You live long. You had your magic taken away from you. It's okay, dear. And he gets up and is like, oh, as he tends to his own wounds using his magic. Don't worry about these patrons. I could say there was an accident. He's trying to think of something on the fly. Oh, God. At least there's no survivors to tell of the princess being here, and
Lock the
nobody.
door.
Yeah. and as Wade's just going on a mission.
Wade's just walking away without. He shared the silver. Now he's just sad and depressed and walking away.
As these people probably won't be missed. I'll make something up for the village to understand.
Let's mail them back to the city.
That is a terribly good idea.
Wait, you were just hitting yourself in the face. I don't think we need to take your advice.
I mean, why?
Oh, why?
I said
I said Wade. I said Wade. God, I didn't even realize how
My
similar
senile
your names
wizard
are,
friend over
too.
there.
All right.
Wyatt.
We must make preparations for going back to the capital. I'll.
Are we
Why
gonna
you
be-
mean
No. Well,
Yeah,
Ilya.
what is this?
Ilias. It comes up. I will try to make connections to some barons that may support me. Bach, if you could help me, if you have any. You were speaking before you got shot that you may have some favors owed to you, and we must discuss this ad nauseum. Thank you for this, and thank you for your support. And that will be, as she sits down and everyone then gets settled. The bar fight is over. That will be the end of this session. Kind of a short one.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that was,
Short and sweet.
okay. Did you say nauseum? Is that like a
Ad
location?
nauseum. Ad
No, that's
nauseum
just-
means just like at repetition, like a lot of time.
Okay.
I think I'm using that correctly. That's how I've always
You
used
are.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are. Yeah, because I can.
That's much in store. So unless
A little bit of a shorter session because moving on from this point to like I'm going to need a lot of preparation moving into the city, and I knew
Yeah,
Jaren was on a
yeah.
timetable.
Which you mean? Thank
Which-
you for
yeah.
taking into consideration. Like I said, that won't happen again.
Yeah,
Promise.
no problem. So
dude, like
also
this
that
is
was a
kinda
lot of
good,
role
like,
play for me. Jeez, I'm tired.
Dude, they're like not only combat, but like now we gotta deal with like political stuff now too. Like this is
Man, I wanted campaign 2
and
to be a little bit more.
and ideals. Like, jeez.
I wanted to be a little bit more complicated. Just a tad.
I don't
It might be
go
just a little bit of Dragon Age vibes.
I didn't play Dragon Age, so.
I was super stoked about saying that though. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, so Nick literally a long time ago when I was just starting the campaign, and I was asking Nick like, hey, what would the military system of Lions Guard be? Would they have a military academy for this and stuff like that? What would Leo do? And he was like, well, what about like my children? And I was like, well, 100 years is kind of long, so I think if anybody looks young and it's related to Leo, it would be like a grandchild.
Mhm.
And then he just gave me a bunch of pictures, and I took one of the pictures that I liked. And I don't roleplay female characters enough, so I was just like, but I think a princess is just cooler than a prince. I'll be honest.
Strong
pretty good one.
female protagonist.
So
Just don't make
princesses are just cooler than princes.
I
let's
call
be
dibs on
honest.
marrying her.
Somebody, I saw that like
I
someone
already did.
someone said in the chat like, hey, does she need a husband? I thought that was hilarious.
Who was it?
That was Paul.
Let's go.
I can't wait for the roleplay on that day.
And then the name for Ilya comes from yeah, seduce me. And the name for Ilya comes like Nick always talks about his favorite follower in Skyrim is Ilya.
Yes.
And I was like, well, if Nick had a daughter, or an extension Leo would have a daughter, and it would be fantasy. It wouldn't be just like if it was in a fantasy setting, it would probably be Ilya. So I chose Ilya.
And also in real life would be Ilya.
Oh yeah, Ilya's an Eldritch Knight, so she's the same class.
Ooh,
Leo was essentially,
interesting.
but she is not battle tested, as you guys probably found out.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool. She was like that.
I also like the tidbit of Leo talking about Cosmo at some point.
Yeah.
I want to know what kind of stories.
For the people that get it, they get it.
Yeah.
They get it, you know, and you know.
They get it.
I'm disappointed Leo didn't tell her about the power of Halbert.
Well, we don't know about that just yet. We don't know how talkative Leo was about his past.
See,
He's talking about Cosmo's false life. That was at the very start of last campaign, so...
He saved so many people.
So candidly, who could theoretically be alive still from the previous?
Not Wubwub is.
Wubwub, because
Wubwub
Wubwub can
He's a
still be
gnome.
alive. Yeah, gnomes
He's a
have a
gnome.
longer lifespan.
That's true.
Geob could still be alive. I believe Stormrunner's character, I forgot his name exactly. Kane, sorry. Kane's is still alive 100%.
Oh right.
He's just an immortal now, so that's cool.
Well, he's level 20.
He's a level 20 mage
Mage.
with level 11 rogue. He's like a level 31.
And then who else?
who
Wait,
else?
shouldn't Bark still be alive?
Bark
Oh,
is a
I think Bark-
tree.
Exactly.
Actually, no, he's just a tree now.
He's planted somewhere.
He's
That's awesome.
the more Bark becomes with like the older he gets, the more tree like, and at some point he just becomes a tree.
He
I'm
needs
pretty
to be
sure.
Like the white tree.
So
in Leo's
somewhere in the forest, somewhere there's a magical tree, and it's Bark.
Ooh.
I hope
Exciting.
deforestation doesn't happen.
My family's lumber is in this
Like
one.
no, what? So what?
What is this?
Knowing
barrier
knowing
made of?
Bob and knowing Bark, if you go anywhere near that tree and it's like hostile, you're just gonna get moonbeamed.
Moon.
Moon.
I also love the fireplace. Like, Ilya is just so like keen, just like making little fires.
Jib
Yeah,
would
she loves
still
fire.
be. He's a deep elf, right? He would be alive.
Jib is definitely still alive. Age-wise, he
or-
would still be alive if he wasn't killed already.
Yeah, I
Would
guess
be killed.
in terms of age, those characters.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
still alive.
So the people
We're
that can still be
trying to,
alive.
overthrow.
Who else?
It could be like that.
Oh gosh, of all
It could be
the. all- It's the
Grimtalk-
evil mastermind
Grimtalk-
of it all.
Kelton's characters would be dead.
Jib.
Grimtalk and Corzane are dead. Kazuma got yeeted from this universe.
Oh, geez.
I guess
Um,
Chuckbuck
Nabrek-
alive, but not
Nabrek,
Yeah,
Nabrek would still be alive. Deep elf.
Yeah, Nabrek would.
Who's the
um,
wreck again?
Nabrek's my lieutenant. He was a deep.
Oh right, right.
So
Yeah, both other tents are also fucking
Well, a
dead.
lot of our lieutenants are probably alive, right?
most of them are human or something
never
like that.
mind.
We got
And
family lines now.
Joanna was.
Doc
was
Plaguebeard is very old.
a-
He's a graybeard, but he could still be
Very
alive. I think he can still be alive, but he's like nearing the end of
Really
his
old man.
he's nearing the end of his lifetime. He's like a graybeard now.
Oh, we need to bring Edward in.
So instead of Doc Plaguebeard, it's Doc Graybeard.
Hey, I remember when I was first starting to
When-
adventure.
When I first I have to
You
go.
guys go to the settings of roleplay. There's some like options now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of new things.
Would Buckchuck still be alive if he didn't?
No, he went on an adventure.
Yeah.
We're going on a trip in a
Yeah,
favorite
that's it,
rocket
rocket
ship,
ship.
going to space.
But
What
yeah,
happened to our captain? Not captain.
Lieutenants?
No. The what's his face? My dad.
Oh,
oh he's probably.
Okay.
I love how.
That's how we reference.
How do we remember him? He's my
your
dad.
He's your dad.
I mean, he's
My dad.
undead don't die of age, so.
No, maybe he went to go
That's
live
right.
in his evil castle.
Yeah, maybe Jib's there.
That's where
He's undead now. He's
Him-
with.
There's actually they're all doing just comedy skits. It's like a comedy, like a fucking 2.5 Men kind of show where they just like live in the same area,
called
live in
Talking
the
Heads.
same castle. Oh,
And I said, bazinga.
shut.
Alrighty.
Yeah, thank you, Dylan.
That'll
Yeah,
be the
thank
official
you.
end.
Yeah.
Good job, Dylan.
Great fun getting back into it.
Good
Yes,
stuff with your first girl.
It's
I'm
hard to
set in this
it's hard,
life.
man. I'll just use this. As a
I didn't
screensaver.
realize how big that tavern was. Like,
It's a big tavern. I spent a lot of time making the tavern, the map maker, man. It was a cool thing.
And we almost burned it down
I'm
twice.
going to use it. As
Potato.
as Archeon uses his fire spells, you just see
yeah.
you just see Ba barely conscious. No.
No, please, I beg of you.
All right. But yeah, I'm gonna stop
Ladies and
recording.
gentlemen.
now.